Oh, yeah.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Patriots going up against the Dolphins. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 12 matchup.
Larry, we come to you from a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls with an 11th on the way in 2020. Yes, we are in beautiful Miami, Florida. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row. On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback. They come out here in the eye. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
A big play there for the Patriots, 30 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Rob Gronkowski, he's the cowbell of this offense.
So good that you just can't call him a tight end. You call him a special receiver. Can often line up on the backside of a formation and be the primary target. And no one has more fun in this league than Gronk.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. So the Patriots will turn it over to their left-footed punter. That's Ryan Allen to kick it away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And not great starting field position here for the offense. They come out here in the I. And he'll give it here to his running back. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. 2nd down following the run.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will have the 1st down as he's up to his 17-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a 1st down.
They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Play clock winding down. This is taken at the 18. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. You took the words right out of my mouth. As we get a look at the defensive starters, the secondary, they're certainly going to need to be on their toes in this one.
And you know me really well. Where do I start analyzing a game? From the secondary. And these guys have to be on point today. They're facing a high-powered attack.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. A couple of Dolphins in on the stop.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
He'll drop to throw, and he will find his man on the outside. The 13 yards that time at a 1st.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a 1st down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
From a shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Here we go.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They go play action here on first down. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Here we go. 3-19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Time running out here on the play clock. Gonna give this time to the tailback. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Back to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Fresh set of downs here. That's complete. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for him.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. So not much to speak of scoring-wise in this first quarter of play. 0-0 our score, and we'll be back to South Florida after this. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you? Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Pats able to cash in for 6.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front? Give him at least a stalemate in order to find that space.
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't they? No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. So now here come the Dolphins. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game.
And it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Still first down.
Let's go. Green 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got time. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Extra point forthcoming. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Let's put our attention here now on the Dolphins defense. Now a play fake here on first down. Going up top. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. First down, he'll drop to throw it. Incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 18 yards there in the first down.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. The play clock's running down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A couple of Dolphins in on the stop.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. He'll drop to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And out come the Dolphins now. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained. That was a difficult catch. I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down inbounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really, by the way?
That he is.
How about that? What about Young Davis?
No, it did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
After review of the play, the movement on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Dolphins defensive unit now. That interception the last go-around when they were out there, 4 turnovers now for this unit. Pretty impressive.
And how happy are they to actually run back on the field? Most of the time, defenses want to get off the field, but when you picked off 4 passes,
They want to stay out.
they want to stay out there and not just pad their stats, but really give themselves a game to remember and a game to play off of the rest of the season.
And they'll be looking for turnover number 5 now.
Green 39.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep. And got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Back to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Here we go. 3-19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant, that's complete. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Holding offense.
Yeah, that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Wide open receiver complete. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will knot us up at 10. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The D for the Pats. The Patriots heading back onto the field now. And a really nice job last time. Offense had great field position. but they were able to hold them just 4 plays, and they had to hit the field goal.
We saw the benefits of practice there from the defense, though, didn't we? Because most teams, when they have that type of field position that they have to start defense on, they treat it almost like what we call sudden change. You know, after a turnover, a big kick return, whatever that is, you tell the guys, listen, you got to bow up. You got to get in there. Make sure you don't give up any more than a field goal.
They bowed up all right. We'll see if they bow up again.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second down now after the pass completion.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
They'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Looking left side, he's got it complete. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him to first.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very
Here we go.
well.
319. 319.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early.
False start, offense. Still first down.
The penalty on first down backs him up 5. It's now first down at 15.
Set. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. They get 1 yard back there to make it second and 14.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Set. 319.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39.
So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we send you up to Orlando, and with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Larry Ridley.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. Let's look back now at this closely contested first half. The Dolphins secondary has had trouble slowing down the passing game. The Patriots have done great work in that area these last 2 games, and they'll just look to continue that in the second half. Here we go. Let's do this. Here's your first half highlights. 3rd and long. Offensive line won't be able to hold up here. This will go as a loss of 10. Patriots with the ball early in the second. They'll go with the run, and he'd cap off the 10-play drive with a TD. That puts them up by a touchdown. Dolphins with it now early in the second. The pass ends up being picked off. Collins is the one who makes the pick, halting the offense's drive. Offense out now following the INT. The pass ends up being picked off. Dolphins take it back all the way for the score. The Dolphins tied up at 7. So that'll do it from here. Let's go back down to... Miami with Brandon and Charles.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 17 that time. And that's good for a Miami first down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had to read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They're going to look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Now we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Fielded at the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Hurry up, here we go. 3,
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Illegal block in the back. Offense. Still 2nd down.
Here we go, D. That's the way to hit. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He'll drop to throw, surveying the field, finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Back to throw here. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's brought down.
Defense. The penalty is declined.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Play clock winding down. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
Now let's go. Green, black 99 Philly. Here we go. No. Check. Patriot. Let's go. Green 3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
Offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up 1st downs. An extra corner on the field for New England here on 3rd down.
Yeah, another DB. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I have to admit to a little surprise here. A net down in distance, I would have thought they were going to throw the football. Instead, they decided to run it. But give credit to the defense. They weren't fooled at all and held them to no gain.
Time running out here on the play clock. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't
Go
worked
to
so
something
well.
else. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
Okay, even just being nice, the last 2 plays were not very good offensively. So if you're the play caller, was it the team's execution or was it strategy? If it was execution, you continue to call the game the way you're calling it. But the strategy, change up what you're doing and figure it out.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field.
All right, here we go. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That play almost seemed like a baseball play. See ball, hit ball. But in this case, see guy with ball, tackle guy with ball.
The play clock's running down. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 20! And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They give him a gain of 38.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result can be a big, big play.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Gun. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? Three-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved.
False start, offense.
So now 1st and 15.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll drop to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about that little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
So the scoring dried up here in the 3rd. Nothing that quarter for either side. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Finding time. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he fields it cleanly. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And they'll run it here. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back, away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
They always that changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, free safety was there, no gain. Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
And a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And his kick is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open, Gronkowski. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Back to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. Gronkowski, slot left. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. 2nd down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bash.
Super toe.
Play clock winding down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's got time in the pocket. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it.
Here we go now.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, the hit pass defense is going to be excellent. He dropped an 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Here we go now.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he hits Gronkowski on the out route. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, New England.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And again, he'll find Gronkowski complete. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Still 2nd down.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Let's go. Detroit.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a handoff working right. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. So this is the second consecutive week as you look at the numbers that he just doesn't seem to have the same pop as we normally see him with.
Is there an injury we don't know about?
That's what I'm wondering.
Because that's a legitimate question right now. We're used to speed, power, all coming together. And what I've always loved about him is his vision. You know, last week he didn't have that as well. Always thought he was picking the wrong hole to try and run through. And his blockers, they seem to be getting him to the right place, but he picked the wrong spot. We're seeing some of that again this week. Can they snap it together? Can they get back in sync? Because normally we see them go together very, very well.
Back to throw. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw. Shreds the tackle. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
Pass interference. Defense.
So pass interference and to partner with all the rule changes. It is hard to be a defender in the pass game.
Brandon, is tough in college. It's a lot harder in the NFL. You can't touch him after 5 yards downfield. You can't touch him while the ball's not in the air. You can't touch him at all until the ball is at the receiver's hands. Very difficult to be a defender in today's NFL.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
Let's go. 319. 319.
He's back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes, even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
Back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots are close to finishing off this football game. Apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired. In hindsight's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first...
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a nifty little deep juke spin move. Not a great deal there on the back end, but a nice gain still. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And this one is right through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Now they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good first down call as the screen play gets them 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside.
Holding offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Pats, the win form is number 6 on the year, and they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Miami, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now on the year, and they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. And with that, we sign off from Miami.